Hey guys, what's going on? Grant Ambrose here. Today's video is probably my most requested video right now because I've been doing all these videos on ClickFunnels and how to get sales and find products and do your ads and make your ads. But I haven't actually really covered how to actually get the sales that you get in ClickFunnels to your supplier so that they can send them to the customer. So let's jump in. I'm going to show you guys how to fulfill orders that you get in ClickFunnels. Okay, so on my screen, I'll probably zoom my face down in the corner. On my screen here are stats for one of the funnels that I've covered in a lot of my videos. I did about like 19 or so videos just about getting this funnel up. It's steampunk sunglasses. Basically, I just show everyone everything from just, finding the product to adding the ad to our Facebook page, creating our Facebook page, creating our pixel, designing the pages within our funnel, sending traffic to our funnel, optimizing our funnel, A/B testing our funnel, choosing upsells. Everything is covered to get this funnel to where it was. And if you're not sure what ClickFunnels is, what a sales funnel is, in the description below, you can click to trial ClickFunnels. And basically what it does is it allows you to build sales funnels. So sales funnels meaning it's a series of steps, upsells, downsells, to get more money from someone. So for instance, if we just quickly review this, people need to purchase this front-end offer, which is just sunglasses. And then when they buy this, they get a one-time offer to buy some more, and then a one-time offer to buy another one. Obviously, these are all at discounts. So instead of someone just going to your e-commerce store and buying this and then just ending checkout, they're actually buying this and then they're seeing more offers. And you can see 27% bought a second pair, then 20% bought these, and 11 bought this. I mean, if you just send it to a normal e-commerce store, you're just going to get this one sale and that's it a lot of the time. So see here, we're just squeezing so much more net profit out of these the same customers that we've already paid to get from Facebook and other paid traffic sources into our funnel. So it just works out so much better. So that's why a lot of my previous videos, if you just landed on my channel, I don't just do sales funnels. I do e-commerce, drop shipping, how to make money online, basically anything that's just going to make people's lives better. And I just share it into videos. And this here is just one of the results from a case study that I did on my channel. So we've got the sales here. And now we just need to get these to our supplier so that they can, pick the products off the shelf and then send them out to our customers. Because right now, when we get sales inside ClickFunnels, the supplier doesn't get those details automatically. So we actually need to forward them onto them. So there's two ways that we can do that. The first way, when you're just getting started with a funnel and you're getting a couple of sales a day, like 4 or 5, a bearable amount that you or your VA are happy to manually order, what you would do is every day, you would just go into your sales. So you go into sales under here, and then you would just export a CSV, so a Google Sheet with all the order information. And then you would literally just go to AliExpress, add the product to your cart, and then on the checkout page, you just copy the customer's shipping details into the shipping details on the AliExpress order form. And then in the notes, you just say, this is a drop shipping order. Please do not include invoices or logos. And then you just pay for it then and there. And then the supplier gets that notification through AliExpress and sends it to the customer. And it just means you need to do that for every single order that you get. It's just, you could do like 5 or 10 or whatnot. But when you're doing here, we've got 50 orders on the screen, it becomes quite unbearable. And especially if you're trying to scale, there's no way that someone can manually just go in and do that 100 times every day. So it's good, when you're getting a couple orders a day, it can be a hassle to just send the Google Sheet to the supplier every day, which is what we're going to get into in a second. So a couple of orders a day, my VA just goes ahead and manually orders them. But when we're getting like substantial orders where it's not fair for someone to go and do that, and it's not practical because they can't keep up. When you start getting a bit of volume, you want to do this next thing, and it's what I've done for these orders here. So what you do is every day, you come in here and you just go to your list of orders. So if we go to sales and do all time. So here are all the sales for this product. So what we do is we go download purchases and then download them to our computer. And it's going to download here. Now, worth noting, it's a .csv file. So a .csv file basically just means it's a Google Sheet, and when we open it up, it's going to be a table with, the person's name, their shipping details, what they bought, all that sort of stuff that we're going to format quickly before we send it to the supplier. So we want everything to be on a cloud. Okay, right now this is on my computer. If I pack up this computer and I take my laptop down to a coffee shop, I wouldn't have access to this file. So everything that you do in your business you want on the cloud so that anyone in your team can access it. You're probably going to end up with an international team. So you need to have everything on the cloud. And then also, so that you don't have to worry about having that one computer. You want everything on the cloud so you can access it from whenever, wherever you want, whenever you want. So we need to put this on the cloud. And what I use is Google Suite. It's just Gmail, sort of stuff like that, but it's the business version. And with that, you get Google Drive, which is storage for files. So to add this to your Google Drive, you just go to drive.google.com and you sign in, and then you'll end up on a screen here. You go and you can create any folders, you can structure it however you want. It's completely up to you. But we're going to upload that .csv file from that we exported from ClickFunnels into this folder here. So it's just uploading now. Cool, and there it is. Now you just double click on it and click open with Sheets, and you'll notice here it's just getting this, converting it to a Google Sheets file, and then it just duplicates it here. So you can actually go ahead and delete this one if you want, because you're only going to use this one. What I do, just call it whatever you want. So if we just rename this, you could just call it orders main or something like that. And so every day when you get orders from ClickFunnels, you're going to export it to that CSV file, and then you're going to paste all your orders into this one Google Sheet. Because what's going to happen, we'll get into this in a little bit, your supplier is going to send you tracking numbers back, you're going to put them into this sheet again. Everything that happens with your orders is going to be in this one sheet. So let's open up this orders main. So you just double click on that. Okay, and here it is. So I've blurred out a couple of things just for privacy reasons, but you can see, this is all the data as it comes out of ClickFunnels. So we have everyone's names, their address, all these sort of things, and then shipping address. I'll just scroll across. The funnel step, the purchase ID, the Stripe charge, unique ID, the date that it was placed, the funnel, the amount, all these different things, and the product names. Now, the next thing we need to do, we need to format this in a particular way before we send it to our suppliers. And what I mean by that is some of this data needs to tweak how it's represented, and also the headings that are here we need to tweak as well. Now, I obviously do this every day for multiple suppliers, or my VA does, and so we have a CSV template that we use. I'm going to go in there and copy the headings that we use and then paste them in. So let's go ahead and create a new tab, and we'll do today's date, so Jan 6, and we'll paste. Okay, so these are the headings that we need to have data in before we send it to the supplier. So order date. So let's go back to that sheet. Okay, so here we are. And we can see created at date. So let's just copy that. So copy, and then go to the tab, and then click, and then paste. Now order ID, if we go back to the tab, I just use the purchase. Let's copy that, go back, and paste. Now the SKU code is going to be in relation to your supplier's system. So each supplier will have a SKU code for the product. So you need to reach out to the supplier and say, send them a photo, send them a link to their AliExpress product page. Say you're advertising this product, what is the SKU code that they use within their system? This applies to their system. You can't make up your own SKU code. It needs to be, so SKU means it's a stock keeping unit. And so what that means is in their system, they're going to have a unique code for everything. So if you have a red t-shirt, and they have black t-shirts and blue t-shirts. The t-shirts come in different sizes. A SKU code is red size 5. And then a different SKU code would be red size 6. They're two different SKUs. And so you would have to contact the supplier and say, what is the SKU for these sunglasses? They will let you know, and then you enter it here. So this might be sunglasses 1. So that could be the SKU code in their system. And then you just need to put that for each order, which we're going to get to in a minute. So I'll get rid of that. The item name would just be the item's name in your store. So if we go back, so product names, you just copy that and then here paste. Quantity. So you got to have a look at this. So see here, we're doing 2. So they buy something and then the one-time offer is for them to get 2 more pairs for a discount. So you'd put like quantity 1 and then quantity would be 2. Okay, so you need to do that. An easy way to do all of this is to use filters. So if you click on all this and you go data and then you go sort range, and it has a header column, and then you go sort by item name, sort. So see here 1, 1, 1, 1. So you just do a 1 and you just drag that down, 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 down. And again, so this 1 times, I've just named that in Commerce HQ. This value here, when you're in your funnel editing a step, if you go to products and you see here and you click edit, so this here, this value is what shows here. So you set that to whatever you want. That's why I always like to start off with 1 times the product name, just so I can easily do the QTY field here. And again, see how we're scrolling, you can't see that header column. Again, you can click up here, you go view freeze, and you go 1 row, and now it's just fixed there. Cool, and then you just go down. So that's an easy way to use the sort feature. I'm actually gonna undo all that. Just because we wanna keep the data in the same order while we're still copying over data. So don't do the quantity field just yet. We can do that after we got it all over here. The full name, which is just this field here, copy, paste. The address, now these are shipping details. So you only wanna copy the shipping address. I'm not gonna go through that right now because you guys obviously saw me do these. You guys know how to do it. State, city, zip, billing, email, that's the email of the person that paid. Okay, because we're gonna use this later on. We're gonna sync this into a software called Aftership. And so whenever a tracking number updates its thing like out for delivery or has reached the US or these tracking status updates, this email address will automatically get notifications. You don't want the person that it's shipping to get them. I mean, it might be a gift. You always send it to the person that's paid the updates. The phone number of the person, the item cost. Now so the SKU you get from the supplier, the item cost you obviously get from the supplier as well. And then you can work out your item cost. So you see 1 steampunk sunglasses, I might know that cost me $5. 2, so that's $10. And you just go down. Again, a really easy way to do all this is to go up here, sort. So go to data, sort range, has a header column row. We're gonna sort by item name. So now these are all in order, and then we come over to item cost and say if we know this costs $5, boom, drag it down for all that same product. Okay, that's what you wanna do. You wanna be smart about this. Well, you don't wanna, you wanna train a VA. The last time I looked at something like this was like at the start of this year. Okay, because this is the first thing that you want to hire out for when you're starting your drop shipping business and getting a bit of traction. Hire someone to do your fulfillment and your customer service. You don't want to be doing that. It's just you need to do it to systematize it and understand the questions that you get and understand like how it all works so you can train someone. But once you get to the point where you just need an extra hand, you've only got 2 hands, you need an extra one, you don't want to be doing this stuff. It's definitely the first hire. So I'll just undo that. So they're the main things. The SKU code, I wanted to point out that you get that from your supplier, you don't make that up. Billing email, okay, this is not the shipping email, you obviously don't have that. This is the person who placed the order. The address details always needs to be the shipping details, not the billing. The item cost you negotiate with your supplier. And over here, the shipping cost, this is a shipping cost column. This, you need to be mindful that the country can dictate the shipping cost. So these, extra steampunk sunglasses, these might all be, $5 item cost, right? And then you see, these are all the US. So you go, okay, it's $2 e-packet to the US, drag them down. This one here is actually going to Brazil. The supplier is going to charge an extra $1 for that, so that's $3 shipping. Now, once you've got all these values here, so down the bottom of these 2 columns, you just go totals, and it's just the sum of those columns. So we'll actually move that over here, and we go, so equals the sum of this, right? So $55, and then shipping, right, is the sum of this column, and then the total that you owe your supplier is cost of goods plus shipping. So what you do now is you've obviously gone ahead and done all those columns that I just skipped over. It's the same thing, you're just migrating the shipping, billing, all that sort of stuff. The last column over here is the store name. You can use I just like to use that. That's just for my team. Notes just for my team. Tracking number, you leave this. Okay, so once you've got all these columns filled out, order date to shipping cost. So it's all filled out. You go File, Download as CSV, there, and then you just save that to your computer. Here it is. And then it will just look something like this. So again, it's just all there. Remember, we'll have all A over to shipping cost. That's all filled out. And then down the bottom is the total that we owe our supplier. And then the tracking number is blank. Notes, you can use at your own discretion. Store name, it's up to you if you need that. You probably don't need that. When you're dealing with a lot of stores, I need that. And so what we do now is we just send an email to our supplier, and you'd obviously do this for every supplier. So these steampunk sunglasses might come from 2 different suppliers. You need 2 different CSVs. But this one here, let's just say this all comes from the one supplier. So here the total is $72. You email the supplier and say, these are the orders. And then what they'll do is you need to make payments. So you can make payment PayPal, AliExpress. There's heaps of different ways. You need to talk to your supplier about how they want it. And then what they'll do is when you pay, they will send this exact file back, except in the tracking number column, there will be tracking numbers. And then all you do is just copy this data, paste it over the top of this one, and then that whole day is completely fulfilled. You've got your tracking numbers, and then you can send them to your customers. So I hope you got heaps of value from this video. And if you are stuck here and you don't know how to fulfill your orders from ClickFunnels, it just means you're doing something right, because you've got the sales, you're getting the product. I mean, it's the hardest part, just finding that product and that offer and then matching it to the right people. But when you get stuck on fulfillment, it's a good problem to have, because it means you're getting some money through the door. So I'll end this video now. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Are you guys, doing this? CSVs literally are the fastest way to place bulk orders. And a lot of the time you can actually, if you're doing some serious volume, get that one supplier to have all the products. You just tell them, I'm getting this many sales. Would you guys be interested in doing all these 4 sunglasses? You're only doing 1 currently, and I have to use 3 different suppliers. If you can negotiate a supplier to stock all your items in your funnel, you only pay ePacket once, remember. So you cut your shipping costs down quite a bit. And with a lot of volume, that adds up really, really fast. So let me know in the comments below, where are you guys at with your dropshipping business in terms of like ClickFunnels? Are you fulfilling it manually? Are you going to go ahead and use this CSV thing, or was something not clear? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. Heaps of content coming this week, and I'll see you guys in the next video.